This is problem 4.03 for Francois Tardieu's Backgammon Strategic Concepts book from chapter 4, The Blitz. Here's the position. We're blue. We rolled a 4-3. Our home board's in the bottom right. We have one of our opponent's checkers on the bar. We'll look at the two top moves and try to figure out which one is best and why. We'll take a look at some factors to consider. Tardieu's expert analysis, getting feedback from XG. We'll look at Tardieu's summary, then I'll modify the position, and then we'll look at a video from the Backgammon is Beautiful YouTube channel, an interview with Zdenek Zizka, where he goes over his method of choosing the best move. Here are the two candidate plays. On the left is a play where we make the 4-point. On the right is a play where we hit loose on the 3-point. Take a look at each of the boards. Study and compare them, noting features such as the pip count, the relative strength of each player's board, and the threats facing each player. Think of which move looks best to you and which move you would make. In this video, in addition to Tardieu's analysis of each move, I'd like to apply Zdenek Zizka's method of analyzing a position in order to come up with the best move. He starts by asking the question, what's going to happen next if I make this move? Kind of like predicting the future, using whatever facts and information we have available to us. He also considers the risk versus reward factors of each play. So Tardieu says, in the play where we're hitting loose, in order to play extremely aggressive during a blitz, Tardieu says the red's structure must be fairly weak. Initially, or ideally, red should have 2 or less points made. Here they've got 3 points made. And a weak prime to hold us back. They've got a fairly strong prime here, broken 5 prime. If we get hit, red will be back in the game. So we should not hit loose. We don't want to give red the chance to get back in the game when we're leading. So if we make this move, things that might happen in the future, we could get hit. 11 rolls will hit us. 25 rolls won't hit us. And we might be able to cover either the 3-point or the 4-point on our next roll, but not both. For the move where we are making the 4-point, Tardieu says red has a strong structure that can contain a back checker, contain our back checker. So we should try to reduce our chances of getting hit. We should make that point in our home board, the 4-point. We improve our home board, and we still have a good chance to close red out. If red does anchor up in the 3, we won't have a hard time bringing our checkers home in the midpoint here, not out here. And if red doesn't anchor up, we'll still be able to continue our attack, which makes this the recommended play. Looking at what Zdenek Zizka's, how he looks at it, if we make the 4-point, only 2 rolls can hit us, a 3-5 or a 5-3. That means 34 rolls won't hit us. So we're much less likely to get hit. And not only that, if red doesn't come in and anchor up, we can hit his blot, close him out, or continue our attack on the next roll. So we have a lot of upside by making the 4-point and not hitting loose. So to recap, if we make the hitting play, 11 rolls will hit us, 25 rolls won't. We might be able to cover the 3 or the 4-point next, but not both. If we make the 4-point, only 2 rolls will hit us, 34 rolls won't hit us, and we might be able to hit and close out red next roll. Getting hit is not good. Red's got a strong board, which magnifies our cost of getting hit. And if we do get hit, we'll have a difficult time bringing our checkers around the board because of red's strong prime back there. And so a hit will get red back in the game. Tardieu summary. If it will be tricky to bring home a checker after a hit, it's better to make a board point than to hit loose. Move slow and steady. If we modify the position, weaken red's board by moving two from the 20, one goes to the 17, one goes to the 23, like this. Now, let's see if XG wants us to hit loose. Yes. When we modify the position to give red a weak 2-point board, as well as a weaker prime, XG now tells us we should play aggressively and hit loose on our 3-point. I believe this reinforces the idea that in the original position, red's strong board and prime were the main reasons for not hitting. Here, we should continue our blitz and not worry about getting hit. I think I'm interpreting this correctly, but I might be missing something. Let me know if you agree or not, or if you have a question or a comment. All feedback is welcome. In the Backgammon's beautiful YouTube channel, Dan Rivera interviews Zdenek Zizka, who's one of the top, actually the second top player in the world on the 2025 Giants of Backgammon list. And the video on the YouTube channel, Zizi explains his common sense method of finding the best move by looking at what lies ahead after making each of the candidate moves. He also reminds us to consider the risk and reward aspects of each move.